Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Radiant Tale, continuing Zephora's route, and hopefully we finish. Don't chew on my shirt, my bird. He's being a jerk. He's chewing on my shirt. Don't chew on my shirt. It's vinyl. It's not good for you. I know it feels weird on your toes, but this is the shirt we're wearing. Goddammit, get comfy and simmer down. Anyway, hopefully getting Zephora's ending today. That sounds weird, but I'm like, hopefully we get the ending today, but it's like, I just need it. I just need to have this beautiful, happy ending with Zephora. I'm also behind, so like, there's that. But also, I just need this in my life today. Today has been bad, and I just need Zephora's love, goddammit, to make me feel better. So, anyway. You guys really came at the wrong time. Did you barge in on purpose? Yeah, we were having that cute little moment. Excuse me. I didn't do it on purpose, okay? If anything, we're rooting for you too. Zephora's like, Well, we'll give you plenty of time once it's all over. Keep a cool head and work hard, okay? Keep your nose out of it. I love that. And he's like, we're rooting for you. Zephora's like, shut up. The big day had finally arrived. Are you going to confess your love to me on the stage? Because I'd be into that.
Whoa, the tent is jam-packed. I saw plenty of people who used to complain to Zephora. Guess our promotion went well.
The vibe's noticeably different from our usual audience, though. Normally, people who'd come to see us would be smiling, eyes aglitter with joyous anticipation. However, the atmosphere was very tense this time around. I couldn't blame them, given the circumstances. They had the locked labyrinth, the fiends, and their uncertain future to worry about. Nothing's changed, even if they don't resemble our usual crowd. Oh, you, my sexy bastard. God, in his little clown outfit with the boob window. I can't look at this! Come on! You can't stop it. You can't tell me that's not somehow ridiculously sexy in a slightly terrifying way. You know, honestly, again, anime clowns, because they make them like pretty boys. Anime pretty boy clowns, not terrifying. Clowns in general, horrifying. He is like more like a jester, I guess, but it's weird that the circus magician, circus ringmaster, like a jester kind of thing isn't as horrifying to me as a clown. But like, again, anime clown. Listen, I'm just saying, I don't know why they draw them sexy like this, but if clown, why sexy? But you know, it's like if evil, why sexy? But for me, it's clown, why sexy? But to be fair, he doesn't have like a ton of clown makeup. He's just got some fancy eye makeup going on. So like, if he were like fucking in reality dressed like this, I'd be like, no, I'm into it. It'd still be okay. Oh God, listen, I'm not. What I don't want. I always ask when we get to a point like, we know this with Otome games. Yeah, come on, let me date my brother. Stop being a coward, game. You know, just to see if we get that. I mean, if I can tolerate, if the games call my bluff, do I have the balls to be able to handle it? I am not going to sit there and be like, come on, game, give me a real Don't do that. Don't do it. This is as clown as I want to get, okay? You know, where they're like, kind of, they got the clown-esque thing, but they're still hot guy, and it's like, it's okay. But like, I'm thinking like a real, actual, full-on clown makeup clown it doesn't matter how hot you are. If you do that, I'm going to be, no. Don't call my bluff on that. Please don't, because I don't think I could handle it. I'm not even going to pretend. It's terrifying. This level is fine. You know what I mean? You got the clown-esque shit going on, maybe the outfit, but you don't have the full-on clown makeup with the wig and the red nose and the... You know what I mean? Like, full-on clown makeup? No, I'm out. I don't think any amount of that would still be terrifying. I'd still love Zephora, but to be fair, when I opened the game and I saw the cards, I saw Zephora in this costume, and I was like, why are you so hot? If he was full-on clown, I don't know where we'd be. I'd be very confused is what But anyway... We're still gonna get them smiling by the end, right? God. You're looking at me, I'll be blushing and giggling the whole time. Yep, you're right. Feeling encouraged by his confidence, I nodded vigorously and will do anything for you, so we'll make this work.
Oh, I know. How about we cheers to boost our spirits? You get me?
I don't think booze before the show is a good idea.
No, dude. That don't make me look like a drunkard.
Yeah, you don't look like anything. You are a drunkard. It's true.
Damn you all.
No doubt Vilio and Zephora knew exactly what Rady was talking about. It was heartwarming to see them teasing each other to ease the tension. I held out my hand. This is what you mean, right? The people living here truly cherish Kultura, so let's show them a good time for the sake of the city. Oh.
Yeah, that's it. A stick in our hands will get us fired up, don't you think?
Stack in our hands, sorry. I felt invincible when we were together, like I could do anything. I just love that. This is probably, like, I know it's, like, just the weirdest CG, it's just hands, but it's still, like, almost the most heartwarming, wholesome one, because you're like, this is my man harem right here. And Calivis that's separate. And obviously Rady's in this fluffball form, but you know what I mean in general. This is my family, man. This is my man harem, my chinchilla dog that's gonna turn into a hot dude. So he's on the border between being the man harem and also being our mascot pet. And then our adopted son. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. My man harem and our son. He's adopted. It's okay. I wouldn't want to give birth to anybody. But, like, you know, Calivis is cool. We adopted him. It's fine. Like, I love it. Everyone in Circus was different, from our preferences to the way we thought. But we were able to come this far because we accepted and respected each other. Because we had been living in harmony. We will never fail. We'll nail this like we always do. Let's put on a damn good final show. It hurts. I don't want it to be our final show. But it has to be so we can move in with Zephora. I see no abnormality here, Commander. Join the officers in the east and patrol the next area. I'm wondering who we're supposed to be. I guess we're a narrator, but I'm just going to read like me, because I don't know. The moment Aleste finished giving an order, a burst of cheerful music, accompanied by the sound of applause, arose from the tent. Looks like it's begun. I must be vigilant for... Hey, officer! Could you please let us pass? Who are you people, swarming like this? Commander, I believe these men are Balto's subordinates, the ones Zephora had his eye on. So they did come to attack the tent, just as Zephora predicted. You lot must think we're soft. Can't believe you're trying to break through our frontline defense like this. We're getting a handsome sum from Lord Balto for this, you see? We just work for the money. You all haven't even killed a man before. Ain't no way we'll lose. Yeah, run while you still have the chance, chum. Run? Do you know who I am? Like, you guys haven't killed anyone. I don't know. I feel like Aleste's got some dirty secrets, and he's probably killed a fuck ton of people. He's like, I killed 6 of you for fucking breakfast. Like, Lord Balto's told us about you. You're King Vigonia's right-hand man, aren't you? Bet you're just some preppy boy who slithered into the palace on his mommy and daddy's name. We'll show you a real beatdown. Oh, God. Oh, stop. Look, this is Zephora's route, and I'm totally in love with him, but I cannot wait to see Aleste lay the smackdown on these motherfuckers for talking shit about him. Don't talk shit about our side piece. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't even read the... Look at the look on his face. It's just like, this cocky look like, I'll fucking show you. Oh, come on. Oh. Your line of thought's fascinating. Truly. Come at me from wherever you'd like. We've already won in numbers. Get him! Oh my god, we get an Aleste CG. Stop it. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, meanwhile, he's gonna kick ass while pushing up his glasses in typical anime form, and I can't. Guys, I love this. I really want the fan disc, because in the fan disc, please tell me we get to romance Ginia, Aleste, and Leon, okay? Because I love them. Guys, I think this might actually be, this might top Code Realize for my favorite game. Like, Code Realize is just up there. It's got a fond place in my heart. It's the game we stacked everything up against. It holds out. Like, it's still one of my favorites, but it's a nostalgia thing, too. Like, it could have been, like, if I played other games first, maybe, you know what I mean? I think with Code Realize, it's the found family trope, the way they wrote this one. Same writers, fine. All the characters are great, but also it's steampunk, and that's my shit. So, I think that's why, you know? But to be fair, this one has just been a magical ride the whole goddamn time. Okay, and I don't know if my nostalgia glasses for Code Realize are like, that's why I love it so much. Did we really love it 100% during time? Were there moments where it was like, it's getting a little laggy and it's dragging on? I don't know. I can't remember. I just know that, like, my nostalgia glasses hold it in high regard. But this might top it because, to be fair, I want to bring all the side pieces into the man harem. Okay, I've been taking all the side pieces in. Okay, not every one of them, because, like, Abby... No, screw you. Balto's kind of iffy. Like, in Sephora sense, no, but also you're still kind of hot, so, like... I mean... I don't know. You're a jerk to Sephora, and I can't stand that because he's my favorite, but, like... everybody... Like, like... We had so many side pieces in Code Realize that I'm like, I didn't want to take any of them home with me. The first side piece I think I wanted to take home is frickin' Oliver from Pio Fiore, right? It was like, why is Oliver here? Like, he just too good for this world. I need him. And we never got him in a fan disc, because it makes me sad. But this, our side pieces are so good, and it's like, I don't know, I think that might have to bump it up to, like, I wouldn't say it's 100% above Code Realize, but it's not, like, on even keel. It's still above. Like, if one's 1 and one's 1.5. You know what I mean? This one might squeak out a little bit. If I had to put one on the top, it might be this one, because it's so fun, and I love everybody! And our side pieces! And then you do this, and you give me CGs, and it's not fair. It hurts. And I have a lot of games that I love, but this might be, guys. I love it. Anyway. Stay in formation with the tent to your back. They're just amateurs. They can't rival you. At a less command, the officers readied their weapons. Like, I know he's talking to other people, but I also want to believe he's talking to himself a little bit. Oh. I love him. Balto's mercenaries hesitated, not seeing a gap to push through. Nevertheless... They couldn't afford to withdraw here. One man heaved a tremendous swing of his sword, and thus the battle began. No need to use your strength and go head-to-head with them. Use your opponent's momentum. Yes, sir! Following Ales's command, an officer whirled around without warding off the blow, causing his opponent to let his sword slip. With a sharp slash, the man stumbled. I love that we're just seeing this fucking Aless CG the whole time. I love this. He lost his balance, and the officer's spear pierced his side. Damn! Damn! That's what you have to... don't falter! Aim for the head! You really think you could take my head so easily? Don't let up! Trounce every last one of them! Yes, sir! By the end, most of Balto's mercenaries had lost their will to fight. Yeah, because you're fighting against Alest and he's amazing. The security force's powerful, refined technique had been too formidable. We are the public security forces. Our mission is to protect this country and its people. To fulfill the duty His Majesty gave us, we shall never lose. However, should anyone attack us, we shall fight back. We will thrash the enemy for as long as it takes. I love him so much. God, I love him. That was just amazing. Listen, I just fucking love that they were like, oh, you got mommy and daddy and whatever, nepotism, and he's like, bring it, bitch. I love it. I love it. Because let's be real, Aless does look like a nerdy little bookworm, right? You look like you could barely lift a fucking hammer, let alone a sword, whatever, and yet he can kick your motherfucking ass, and I love that. I love it.
That's so good.
I love it! Guys, I'm having so much fun. This makes everything better. Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear Cultura citizens, thank you very much for coming to today's show. We're aware that Cultura is in turmoil, but let us set aside reality for the time being. We promise you'll enjoy this wonderful experience and the dazzling performance we've prepared for you.
This is the continuation of one spirit's journey. Once upon a time, Libra, the great spirit of wind, was fickle. She had little interest in the development of Cultura. Cultura's citizens simply laughed and accepted her freedom, building the city and its labyrinth with their own hands. Oh. Let's make the slope an easy walk and light up the dark underground labyrinth. We should build a passage comfortable enough for both people and spirits. Exchanging all sorts of ideas, the people built Cultura in earnest. Libra, played by Zephora, made her entrance and observed the city. They're doing a pretty good job. No idea what this is, but they're working hard and it sure looks interesting. Shall I send them some wind as thanks? When Zephora held out his hand, wind magic coursed through the tent. Whoa! The breeze feels so nice! Did the wind spirits send this our way? I'm happy to know they're supporting our city's development. Since the spirit is watching over us, shall we devote ourselves in the afternoon, too? Yeah! The three members playing citizens enhanced their performances using the wind. Huh! Ion rode on a gust, then used his momentum to smash a huge boulder blocking their way to the labyrinth. Thank you for breaking through the rock wall. Now, I should tidy up all this rubble. Standing in the spotlight, Pashalia conjured rain and lined up the hunks of rock, which quickly grew muddy and soft. I'm the last one, then. Since the wind's a-blowin', let's amp up the firepower. Here we go! Vilio loosed a torrent of flames to solidify the path Pashalia built. With that, there was a brand new road in the labyrinth. It's funny seeing them get even more fired up with my wind in the mix. Hold on. The wind magic will cause normal humans to get lost in the labyrinth. Libra groaned. Eventually, she clapped her hands as if she'd come up with a solution. My brethren in Cultura, come forth! Assemble, wind spirits. Listen, make sure you always guide the humans through the labyrinth whenever you smell Maracas. You don't like being ordered and prefer freedom? Well, I understand your feelings, but this land will fall to ruin and turn dull if humans stop coming to the labyrinth. Besides, you can play around for a long time with little sacrifice. Sounds good, right? The wind blew harder in response. Libra cracked a smile. Glad you understand. Now, float all you want and go help the humans. By the power of the citizens constructing the city, Cultura continued to expand. Libra and other spirits watched over them, lending their power from time to time. Cultura steadily grew, not to be outdone by other cities. Except, it didn't last long. Like the other great spirits, Libra sensed she would soon disappear. Ah, my brethren, the great spirit's death is such an amazing affair, huh? Even if the wind must carry me, I want to go sightseeing. You'll be sad when I'm gone? It's nothing to shed tears over, you know. I'll be bored since I won't be able to watch the humans, though. You think Cultura's been boring lately? So other cities are ruled by people from the capital. The citizens are currently at odds over whether to accept the government official. That's why you said Cultura and its people have been so humdrum as of late. You're asking for my opinion? Honestly, I'm not interested in human politics as long as we have fun. That's just who we are. Maybe they should just let the capital rule this city. Humans will stop arguing over such trivial matters once a decision is made, right? No, we built this city side by side with the spirits. Why should we let some outsider take over now? The Great Spirit does not have much time left. It would be much safer to entrust Kultura to the capital, like others have. I feel like the things we've treasured all this time will change if we do that, though. Kultura's citizens flew into an argument in front of Libra. Goodness gracious, knock it off! What? The Great Spirit is angry. The wind's so strong, I can't speak. This is getting nowhere. I'll go speak with Arthur and decide Kultura's future myself. In one giant leap, Libra left Kultura and went to see Arthur. So, how should we settle this, Arthur?
I see your predicament. Say, Libra, how about you leave some of your power behind for humans to use?
Humans wielding my power?
If the people can use even a fraction of your great spirit powers, they should be able to solve most of their own problems. That includes protecting the city without relying on the capital.
Oh, I get it. In that case, I can put an end to their bickering. I shall return my beloved, amusing city to normal. Libra then fashioned a necklace filled with her power. Ouch! Did you see that? This pretty necklace just fell down from the sky. Ow, what a beautiful color. Listen up, humans. Is this the Great Spirit's voice? If you promise to keep this city fresh and interesting, I shall lend you my power forever. Remain in this city, be kind, support each other, and live long and happy lives. You love building things, so it should be easy for you to build relationships, right? And this is my gift to you. Take it. The moment Sephora said the line, fragments of light poured down inside the tent. Is this the spirit's power? Proud reached out for the fragment, squinting in the soft glow. Pretty! Maybe this light represents the spirit's feelings. If that story is based in Kultura's history, that means we went against Lady Libra's will when we ended up fighting again. Lady Libra hated conflict. She wanted us to live in harmony, happily supporting one another. This isn't the time to fight. Hug it out, everybody. I wondered if we had conveyed Libra's wish to the audience. Roaring applause filled the tent. The citizens' expressions told me we'd been able to move their hearts. Flora? Yeah, behind the stage, the flora quietly bloomed. Yes! Our second performance in Kultura was a great success. Absorb that damn thing and make bullets fast! Balto's on his way! Shit! We had this nice moment and now it's like, fuck, it's all coming down to this! After the show, Zephora immediately contacted Aleste, who was standing guard outside after having kicked asses of like a fuck ton of people. Once we made sure that everything was safe, we guided the spectators out of the tent. Looks like Balto's men tried to attack us, but Aleste blocked them. So they won't come back? No, I think they're just Balto's sacrificial pawns. He should be here soon. Let's hurry up and craft the bullets. Are you ready, Colivis?
Yep, my mana's fully recovered thanks to the flora, so I'm ready to go whenever.
Nice. I'm counting on you. Colivis took a race from Zephora and gripped it tightly. You can do it. We all watched over the prince, praying he would succeed. Yeah, because there's no way Balto's gonna come in and be like, oh, you won, never mind. He's gonna be like, fuck you, not doing it. You knew he wasn't. At that moment... Wow, that was such a great show. Balto entered the tent out of the blue, dramatically clapping his hands. I always forget the voice we give him, but it doesn't matter. He was flanked by numerous armed men. Balto! In a quick-witted move, Vilio stepped forward to cover Colivis. That way, the prince could continue crafting the bullets without being noticed. He should have been doing it in the back. Did Aleste and the security forces abandon the perimeter? When Ion was muttering in disbelief, the chalice behind the stage started shining. Oh. Are you there? Stay calm and listen. Balto sprayed Maracas perfume all around the city. We have our hands full with this, but Balto should be there any minute now. So please protect... Curses, I don't think we can evacuate the citizens in time. If this goes on, everyone... Elias couldn't even finish his sentence before it cut out. The situation there must have been so chaotic he couldn't hold contact. He sprayed it all over town? This bastard. Damn it! Whoa there! Where do you think you're going when I'm right here? We tried to leave the tent, but Balto and his men blocked the exit. It's the special perfume you produced in the underground labyrinth, isn't it? There'll be no more Kultura if you unleash something like that. Every single one of them will lose their minds. Fine by me. Kultura doesn't need weak-minded peons whose hearts wavered with a little shoddy theater. Do you hear yourself? Hold on, guys. Don't approach him. Balto's acting strange. Oh my god, is he possessed? Oh my god! He is. We thought that, though, didn't we? This CG. It's terrifying. Didn't we think that? Wasn't there a point where we were around him right before we got booted out of the city when he used his whimper? Weren't we like, there was like the sweet smell or something? Wasn't that when it happened? And we're like, did he? And because he's been possessed. We're gonna have to kill him. When I took a closer look, I realized there really was something weird about Balto. His eyes were out of focus. A thick, dark miasma was flowing out of his body. What is that? Don't tell me he's been possessed by a fiend. He's transforming into a fiend? Fiends can possess humans. Once someone's possessed, it's impossible to get rid of the fiend. They'll gradually lose their mind and forget they're human. In the final stage, they'll transform into a fiend themselves. The only way to save them is by killing them. Well... Pat Zephora on the shoulder. Time to kill your uncle! We'll be in the back. No way. I recalled what Vilio taught us about fiend transformation. I don't know what you fools are blabbering on about. However, I have no need to listen to you. I should eliminate all those who disagree with me, sorry. The city will fall apart without its people. Are you trying to destroy Kultura? I will kill those who desert me and welcome those who obey me. That will be the new Kultura. This guy... He's gone off the deep end in violent urges and impulse because of the transformation. He's no longer capable of rational decisions. Still has some of his human personality left, but at this rate... Relationships and harmony are essential? Ha! Granting freedom to idiots blinded by outdated traditions is just moronic. Sooner or later, the city will fall. A city can only grow and flourish when its citizens obediently follow their absolute leader. It'll only flourish on the outside. There's no way Kultura will have a blissful future if you trample on the people's hearts. The people's hearts, you say? I remember your lame-brained father saying the same thing. How annoying. I know I'll kill you, Zephora, and all your little friends.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
So fucking Wicked Witch of the West. I'm sorry, I love it. Your recklessness will not only kill the citizens, but also your precious companions. You'll all regret befriending him. Balto held out his hand, whipping up a fierce gust inside the tent. It's my fault. Beside me, Zephora mumbled in self-deprecation as the winds raged even harder, or ever harder. Hearing that, I don't regret a thing! Not say nothing. Why would I say nothing? He's like, you'll regret befriending. I don't regret befriending him. Straight up. You don't just say nothing. There's no way we say nothing. Okay, cool. I don't regret a thing. Not after we've come this far. Spacey. Like, also, I love you, goddammit. Why would I regret being friends with you? I'm proud that I could help Kultura's people alongside you, Zephora. You care so much about this city. Even if I could go back to the past for a do-over, I'd be your ally no matter what, because I love you. How foolish. I could have spared your life if you chose to follow me. I treasure my life, sure, but I'd rather... Oh, no, Rady, sorry. I don't know why I thought... I was like, why would Balto be talking about treasuring his life? Never mind. I treasure my life, sure, but I'd rather die than take your side just to survive.
Agreed. Besides, you're not elegant at all.
I do not care what justification you use. And tormenting and killing people as you please is simply unforgivable. A scumlord like you who ignores the spirits and people's sorrows doesn't deserve to be the Labyrinth Sentinel.
The townspeople's path to happiness lies with Zephora. That's why I entrust him with their future.
Right. No matter how dangerous it is, I'll never regret believing in Zephora and becoming his friend. Guys, to think you have no regrets even though you're staring down death. You have me laughing to the end. Oh, terrifying. The miasma coming from Balto grew stronger and stronger. What is this? Is there more than one fiend? Why so surprised? I shall become the absolute ruler who leads the citizens with an iron fist. You cannot hope to hold back the power of my fiends. Did he absorb the fiends of his own volition to gain power? He's insane. It was an accident at first. A fiend suddenly escaped and possessed my body. However, I conquered him and decided to take even more. This is proof that I'm the chosen ruler. I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt here and say, like, a fiend tried to possess you, but you quelled it down and were like, ha! You tried to take over me, and I took over you, bitch! Bravo for him. Like, that's impressive. Scary as fuck, and he's evil as shit, and he's gotta die. Well, like, that's impressive. That can't be. The moment a fiend possesses you, you lose the ability to act rationally. By the time you started trying to absorb more fiends, you were no longer a human. Vilio's words went completely ignored as Balto lost himself in his own raging power. I feel like it's more that, like, they merged, and, like, yes, maybe he has a little more control than a normal person. But... Or he's just saying, I can control it, and Vilio's like, nah, actually you think, but you're not. I don't know, but if Balto could manage to kind of tramp down the fiend and be like, I could kind of keep control of it, now he's definitely out of control with God knows how many inside of him. But, like, if he could manage to control one, that's still impressive. I shall become a magnificent being, more than my brother and everyone else in this world. Balto's wind magic picked up speed. I will remove every last hindrance and reset Cultura. I will reign supreme. Damn. How's Caliphus doing now? I stole a glance at the boy behind Vilio. Just a little bit more. He'd almost finished making the bullet. Keep him talking. Let us slaughter them now. Spare no one. As soon as Balto gave his command, his armed lackeys launched their attack. Stay with Caliphus, Spacey! Okay! I switched positions to hide Caliphus from Balto. Vilio, who'd been covering the prince, tore himself away to fight off the onslaught. Crap! Are all these guys going crazy because of the perfume? We simply take Lord Balto's side because it's worth our while! What worth? I cannot understand why you chose to follow someone who endeavors to hurt others. While Vilio and Ion managed to take them head-on, Pashalia and Ginia restrained them with magic. This is intense. Everyone fought the attackers to protect me and Caliphus. But there were too many opponents. We might have been holding them off for now, but we would eventually run out of stamina. There's something I can do. I panicked, searching for an opening, when... I did it! Caliphus held out a race, his voice trembling. This is it! Nice! With this we can... Oh, so you didn't give up. You made yourself some bullets. Looks like His Highness didn't actually exhaust his mana. This is why I can't trust anyone. Balto stretched out his hand toward me and Caliphus. Get down, Caliphus! What? I pushed Caliphus to the ground and got down. At the same time, Balto unleashed his wind magic. Get lost and take a race with you! The wind annihilated everything above us. Something shattered just above my ears. The wind magic stopped along with the sound. I suppose the magic couldn't last long, given how powerful it was. Just a scratch, huh? I won't miss next time. Are you two alright?
Yeah, Spacey protected me.
I'm fine too. The barrette kept me safe. Sound I heard earlier was the barrette Sephora gave me breaking. Oh, that hurts my heart. I know it was for a good reason, but I still don't like it.
Use a race, Sephora! You have no strength or mana left, so you have to shoot!
Sephora took a race from Calivis's hand. Not on my watch! Balto sliced Sephora's hand to shreds with a burst of whipping winds. Sephora! His armed hand was badly wounded, yet he didn't let go of the weapon, no matter how much it must have hurt. Nonsense! One more time! Balto raised his hand to release another gust, giving us a momentary opening. Spacey! Right! He'd only called my name, but strangely enough, I knew exactly what he wanted. Help him? I rushed to Sephora. Please give me... Oh, God, fuck yeah. Yes! I knew it! We're gonna help him steady his hand and we're gonna shoot together and we get the CG for it! Look at his poor sliced up little hand, poor baby. I held his injured hand and we raised a race together. I will become the ruler of Kultura! Kultura's fate was literally in my hands. Although I understood how serious this was, I felt no fear. With Sephora at my side, I knew everything would be alright. It gave me courage. Let's do this! The moment he said that, we aimed the weapon in Balto's direction. And then... Did you pull the trigger, I hope? Sephora, get a hold of yourself! Sephora! I called out to him over and over as he stood there, shocked, a race still in his hands. I know what the fuck just happened. Oh, my bad. My voice finally reached him and he snapped to his senses. His face hardened as he stared at the spot where Balto had been standing. The erased bullet met its mark and pierced through him. Having lost the power of the labyrinth necklace, he turned into a fiend immediately. Oh. Ion and Villia were quick to defeat him, and he vanished into thin air just like any other fiend. Thus, the man named Balto was gone without a trace, as if he'd never existed. I'm sorry for those of you who liked Balto and would have traded Sephora for Balto. It's too damn bad. Our clown bitch slayed your boyfriend, so like, whatevs. He's alive and maybe, well, I don't know, he's half fiend in other routes, so you can just have him there, I guess. I resent Balto for murdering my parents. I haven't thought to myself that I wanted to kill him. For him to disappear without facing judgment. It's almost like death was his way out. I didn't want it to come to this. I wanted to speak with him if I could. Might have been a phony, but he kept Kultura going as sentinel during my 3-year exile. Wasn't just a cold-blooded killer. Look at you have such a heart! What made him so twisted? What led him to commit such violent acts? Maybe it was being possessed by a fiend. Don't know that I sympathize. Maybe I could have understood him if he'd told me. Balto made so many people suffer. Sephora didn't owe him a lick of consideration. I was about to tell him that, but I refrained. Didn't seem right to say so. I do like the fact that Sephora's over here like, I mean, maybe I could have understood him, and we're like, the fuck? I'm gonna keep that to myself, but she's thinking it. Because, you know, usually it's the main character is like, I mean, maybe I could like, no, they brutally murdered your parents. No forgiveness. Well, I could forgive them. No, stop it, Susie Sunshine. Little Miss Goody Two-Shoes. You know what I mean? Where everything's wholesome and wonderful, and you don't have a little bone of like, fuck that guy. And, like, I feel like Sephora now, it's like a little bit of the guilt and stuff. Like, maybe I could have understood, like, whatever. But it's like, and we're like, fuck that guy. I'm gonna let you keep your moment. I just appreciate that. That, you know what I mean? Like, that we're not the ones going, maybe you could have understood him or whatever. Because, like, that's usually the main character shtick. And it's like, did you stop being goddamn ray of sunshine all the fucking time? A little cloud here and there is good. I like that she's like this, you know?
Oh, Sephora, over here!
Oh,
over there!
My eyes followed Calivis's pointing finger. A shiny object had fallen in the place where Balto disappeared. Sephora picked it up. Let's get out of here. We've got to survey the damage. Raising his head high, Sephora dished out orders as he normally did. By the time we finished confirming the safety of Kultura's citizens, the sun had completely set. Some people went insane because of Balto's Maracas perfume. The security forces managed to prevent further incidents. Everything's calmed down since the effects wore off. I'm glad the damage was not too severe. Same. Spirits helped out a lot with keeping things to a minimum. Looks like they blew away the perfume to a remote place.
I was the one who asked them, but I never expected they'd manage to do something about the perfume that spread throughout the city. I guess the spirits went all in to protect Kultura.
I should go thank the spirits once things have settled down. Oh, and about the fiends Balto collected, we couldn't find a single one on our sweep through the labyrinth. I suppose Balto absorbed all of them. That must be why no fiends appeared in town. Could have been worse. The security forces have also captured all of Balto's subordinates who tried to escape.
Oh, right. And the underground labyrinth is returning to its original shape from before Balto messed it up. Everyone should be able to return to work within 5 days. All of Kultura can go back to their normal lives now.
Yep, it's such a relief.
So, where do we go from here? Aside from Zephora, I mean.
This question brought silence to the tent. Aw. Zephora will stay in Kultura as the Sentinel. As for the rest of us, the Sentinel needs a wife. Right here.
We'll continue our trip without Zephora, obviously. We kinda took a detour, but our goal is still your growth, Your Highness.
Oh yeah, we gotta say goodbye to Zephora here.
I'm gonna miss you. Alright, frowns away, kids. It's not like we're leaving Kultura right this minute. But we'll stay and help rebuild the city before we go. I know it may be a tad early, but considering everything that's happened, let's call it a day.
Right then, a citizen appeared outside the tent. Excuse me, mind if I come in? Sure, do you need something? He and another Kultura man slipped in after getting the go-ahead from Zephora. Whoa, I said one of you. I'm just kidding. We heard from the security forces that you won your bet with Balto and captured him. We'd like to thank you for all that. Thank you all for that, sorry. We'd also like you to come to the plaza. Plaza? Today's the day we took Kultura back from Balto, when we prepared a banquet to celebrate this joyous occasion. Aww! Hasn't the plaza been a big mess since Balto unleashed his wind magic? The ground is strewn with debris, overturned paving stones, and toppled trees. And that's why all the craftsmen in Kultura came together to rebuild the plaza. That fast? Two men proudly puffed up their chests at our amazement. Aw, good for them. Kultura is a city of craftsmanship. It doesn't take long for us to build anything as long as we work together. I sounded a little too much like Vilio a couple times, but whatever. The plaza had been perfectly restored. No one would have guessed it had looked like a war zone just a short while ago. Oh, that's why it's called the City of Harmony, because everyone works together harmoniously and makes it beautiful, see? Outside the plaza, however, other parts of the city were in ruins. It was painful to look at. Still, judging by how quickly they'd rebuilt the place, I was confident the city would be whole again in no time. Kultura's citizens were having a blast at the banquet, drinking and singing together. What a relief it must have been to know everything was finally over. Our merry band of circus folks and the officers from the security forces were living it up too. It was so much fun that we were still partying just before midnight. Hey, I think we deserve to let our hair down for one night. I thought back to Zephora's speech from earlier. I'd like to express my gratitude to everyone in this city. It's thanks to your efforts that we could overcome this crisis. Now that I'll be taking my place as Labyrinth Sentinel, I want to restore the old Kultura, City of Harmony. I'll need your cooperation to accomplish that. So are you willing to help me out? The moment he finished his speech, the plaza was filled with warm applause.
Scars Balto left on this city run deep. I swear that the country will fully support you.
Levis's vow was a balm for the citizens healing from heartbreak wrought by Balto's misdeeds. The event replayed in my mind while I washed dishes. Soon, Zephora entered the kitchen. Are you gonna fucking kiss me now? Phew, finally got away. Sephora sighed. He sounded downright spent. Back in the plaza, he'd been surrounded by admiring townspeople. The poor man hasn't slept in like a month. Unable to rebuff their kindness, he'd had to grin and bear it as they showered him with love. I kind of like that because Sephora's like, I don't know how to deal with random people showering me with love. Like, he's not used to that at all. No wonder he was so exhausted. Exactly. Air for some herbal tea. I thought it might ease his stress, but he shook his head. Got a hair in my eye or something. I'm good. I just want to tap out for a bit. Remember how I told you there was something I wanted to do after all this? Kiss me? One day, when it's all over, I'll definitely... And he's like, Spacey, and he just couldn't get it out, and then everybody interrupted. Oh. The heat I felt then surged back in a flash, and my cheeks burned. I looked away from Sephora, trying to hide it. Yeah, I do. Are you going to do that now? Mm-hmm. Come with me. Why? Because I'll need you around for the thing I want to do. Is the thing you want to do me? Because I feel like the thing you want to do is me. I'm sure that's not it, but like, that's the vibe I'm picking up. Okay. If I can help out, then sure. I'm more than willing to lend a hand if he needs me. We have so little time left together. He's like, I can't kiss you if you're not there. Sephora's brow furrowed at my quick agreement. He looked more baffled than annoyed, really. What a reckless reply. Don't go blindly accepting men's invitations to venture somewhere alone late at night. I'm doing it because it's you. Funny of you to say that when you were the one who invited me. Sephora was stumped by my reaction. Perhaps he'd decided I had a point. And I'm not being blind at all. I only agreed because it was you, Sephora. I like when he's like, come with me. And you're like, okay. And he's like, what are you just trusting random men blindly for? He's like, you're not a random man. It's you. You're not a random man. You're not a random man. If it was anybody else, no, but it's you, so yeah. And then he's like, just trying to hide how embarrassed you are. I don't know if I should be pleased that you trust me or annoyed you have absolutely no sense of self-preservation. What do you mean? Forget it. Let's go before they find us. I like how you want to go someplace with me alone, but then you're chiding me for going with me. He just has to be a little salty at all times. He doesn't know how to let go. He doesn't know how to not be salty. Eventually we'll wear the salt out of him, but... Sephora escorted me to a meadow just outside the city. God damn it, will you kiss me already? A rich array of stars dappled the night sky. Even the smallest ones were visible, maybe due to the clear, clean air. An even more beautiful sight awaited us below. Grains of light floated up to the sky and disappeared each time we took a step. How curious. Where could they have been? And these are mystic flowers that only bloom here at night. Sephora quietly answered the question written on my face. The flowers glow according to the emotions of those who approach them. They're gonna grow pink with love. He reached out and cupped a twinkle of light in his palm, then showed it to me. Oh my god, this is so goddamn romantic. Stop it. Oh, beautiful. The little light was actually a small flower, just as Sephora had said. The flowers were fragile, though, so they dissipated before long. This place is so lovely and romantic. Stars light up the sky, and the mystic flowers light up the earth. I felt even more thankful to be able to see this now that Balto's threat had passed. She said the magic word, romantic. True. Also, I don't know if this place has a warding effect or not, but there are never fiends here. It's safe here even at night, and not many people know about it. You really know everything about Kultura. My parents told me about this meadow. Oh my god, is this where your dad proposed to your mom and you're going to propose to me here? Sephora sat down in the grass and I took a seat beside him. I was raised strictly so that I could be a labyrinth sentinel. Never went out with my family. The only quality time we ever spent together was here. A half smile graced his lips and his eyes crinkled at the corners as he reminisced about the past. My father was reluctant to take a break. My mother dragged him outside to see the stars and the mystic flowers. While many years have passed since then, that peaceful moment's near and dear to my heart. Oh, I must have treasured that memory. His face softened more than ever when he spoke of it. And that's why I wanted to see this with you once everything was over. Stop it! My heart's already stopped beating. It can't stop beating anymore. If I skip any more beats in my heart, I'll die. Meadow housed a very precious memory. It was an oasis where his father could finally set work aside and be with his loving family. And now he's the sentinel. Come on, girl, read the room. Read the Magic Meadow. To think he'd bring me to such a sentimental place. Girl, put the pieces together. Joy warmed my heart now that he'd shared this sweet memory with me. That he wanted to share this special place. Told me that he thought I was special too. Good, girl's got a clue. Thank you, Zephora. I'll never forget this view for the rest of my life. My words carried the implication that I didn't think I'd have the chance to return here, and he looked as if he wanted to say something. Instead, he retrieved a package from his pocket and handed it to me. Take this. For me? Can I open it? Is it a barrette to replace the one? He nodded, and I gently tore open the wrapping paper. Oh, my... A necklace was inside. Oh. Your barrette broke, so... Did you also get this one from work? When Zephora gave me the barrette, he'd said it had been a random bonus a client had thrown in along with his payment. You know that's not true! Thinking he'd use the same excuse again, I decided to tease him a little. Okay, good. And that's my gift to you. I chose and wrapped it myself. Drat. Straightforward response had me lost for words. As if to fill the silence of my own making, he told me more about the gift. Not long ago, a craftsman brought over his wares, saying he didn't know what to do since he couldn't sell them during the lockdown. Then he only came to us thinking someone with loud taste like Ginnia might buy them. I can imagine that. If I sold fashion or accessories, I'd also hone in on Ginnia right away. I found one that I thought might suit you, so I bought it. Can I put this on? What would you do with it if you didn't wear it? Oh, first let me clarify that it's not food, okay? I'm not gonna eat it, jeez! Caught up in our banter, I put on the necklace. Color and ornamentation are just like the barrette you gave me. I'm so happy. I was really upset when the barrette broke. See, but I got it then. His voice sounded oddly soft when he said it. Yes, because he's so in love with us! Just admit it! Will you kiss already? And he's like taking you here, and you're like, oh, I'm never gonna be here again. Girl, did you... We're like hinting, it's like, fucking Zephora, just admit you love me and you want me to stay. Just ask me to marry you already. Good God. Kiss me and then ask me to marry you. We gotta do this in the right way. I gently caressed the necklace. Caress him! I'll think of you whenever I look at this. Think of me, huh? Don't just look at it. Make sure not to take it off, Kay. Not till we meet again. Huh? I raised my head in surprise, and those blue eyes were staring back at me. His serious look stole my breath away. Well, this might be goodbye for now. I don't intend for us to be apart forever. So... I want to see you after this journey ends. I want you to be by my side even when we don't have a common goal. You don't feel the same? Oh! Guys, that hurts so much. Why does it hurt that he's like... Oh, this man, he's like, you don't think that... You don't feel the same way? Like, oh! He's hurt. There's a little insecure sad inside of him right now. And oh no, stop it. Don't hurt him. God damn it, girl. You better tell him how much you love him. His voice held a twinge of uncertainty. It wasn't like him at all. You took the words right out of my mouth. I want to be with you too, girl. Throw yourself at him. As soon as I knew our feelings were mutual, I plunged forward in joy and grabbed his sleeve. I'm down. I'm not going anywhere. Zephora smiled gently as he lifted my hand from his sleeve and held it. Oh! We're holding hands. God damn it. Guys, look away. We're holding hands. Or it's not like there's a CG or anything, but heat coursed through our hands, and I wondered which one of us was hotter. Was our passion evenly matched? Ooh, find out. If people see us here, they might get the wrong idea. Though I'd swooped in close in my excitement, I was suddenly self-conscious now that I'd calmed down some. I tried to scoot away. No one's coming here. Enlighten me, though. What sort of ideas do you think we'd put in their heads? We're basically glued to each other with our hands clasped, and what? A teasing smile played on his lips. God, I love him. He wanted me to say out loud, even though he knew exactly what I meant. I think we're... was too embarrassed to continue. Let them then. It's convenient for me. In what way? I could tell there was a hidden meaning behind his words. He's like, I want them to think we're lovers, because goddammit, I want to be. I glared at Sephora, assuming he was still messing with me. Kiss me, goddammit. Oh, he's blushing. Oh my god, he's ragingly blushing. Contrary to my expectations, he stared back at me with heated, hazy eyes. Kinda looks tipsy. Sephora, are you drunk by any chance? The Sephora I knew would never have said something like that. His hot touch, his bold remarks, all of it must have been the fault of too much liquid courage. Who knows? You totally are, aren't you? Maybe. He simply smiled at me, brimming with glee. In his current state, it was best not to take his words seriously. Just when I'd made up my mind. You're gonna think of me when you look at that necklace. He leaned in, lifted the necklace off my collarbone, and stroked it with his fingers. So close. He really wasn't his normal self. Well, yeah, that's normal, you know. Anyone would. We were so close now that I caught the light scent of herbs from him when the breeze blew. Still my heart. Sephora's just drunk. I love that. Be still my heart. He's just drunk. He doesn't mean this, but he totally means it. He had to have a few drinks, otherwise he never would have said any of this. How about me? What about you? What should I look at to think of you? What should I use as encouragement to endure the days when I can't see you? What? I couldn't believe the words coming out of his mouth. I can't either, but I'm here for it. I love it. Sorry. I never thought you'd want something like that, so I don't have anything to give you right now. I gave him a non-committal answer, trying to convince myself it was the alcohol talking. Surely he wouldn't remember anything tomorrow. In that case, I'll have this. He's going to kiss me, isn't he? Oh, dear God, are we getting it? Just when I thought he'd given up, he held my shoulders and pulled me close. Oh, God. Oh, God! Stop it! I love it! I needed this so much. Why do I love this goddamn clown bastard so fucking much? I'm not moaning for him, though. His warm lips pressed against mine. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at the glowy flowers underneath. And the stars of it, goddammit. It's so pretty. My eyes widened in shock. I was frozen under his spell. Close your eyes, girl. Sephora pulled away for a moment, but only a moment. Not moaning again. He planted another kiss on my lips. That was when I noticed something. He doesn't smell like liquor at all. When you were close enough to kiss, you'd know for sure whether the other person drank beforehand. Did he pretend to be drunk because he couldn't bring himself to be honest? I love it. My heart overflowed with love for this wonderful, charmingly awkward man. It's exactly it! Slightly awkward. Because he doesn't know how to admit feelings because he's salty. It's so cute. Oh, look at it now. God, it's perfect. Stop it. I love Sephora. I do too. Instead of putting those feelings into words, I wrapped my arms around him. The warmth from his restless, passionate kiss had me glowing with happiness. This isn't a farewell kiss. This kiss was our promise to meet again one day. I'm going to focus on my growth and impress him once we reunite. I do my best to make Sephora, myself, and all of Kultura proud to have me by his side. And then it just pans up to the beautiful... Oh, stop it! Stop it! Look at that! That is such a beautiful way to end this. I'm gonna cry. Then we could come and watch the stars together again. Stop it! I'm a little overly emotional. That's why that one hit me hard. But, like, seriously, though, the glasses... There's no excuse for them slapping me in the face with the glasses. Oh, we gotta mute the music. Yalala, speaking really loud because I can't skip the... Oh, sorry. There we go. Oh. It's such a cute little end song, though. I love it. But, like, I can't let you guys listen to it just because it's probably copyrighted, but we get to look at our little CGs again. Look at that one and his little happy face. Ugh. So sexy giving us that barrette. I do like that, like, he gave us the gifts and everything, and then it comes out later he picked it out for everybody. He was like, what? No, I didn't. But I love him so much. Oh, our frigid little clown bastard. And then they did that! Stop it! Oh, I'm gonna weep with joy. They gave him glasses! They gave him glasses! Oh my god! The NCG really was one of my favorites, though. Like, look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Beautiful. Obviously, you know the one we're gonna end this on is gonna be the glasses one, though, right? Like, we'll get our happy kiss one with when we do the normal endings, because I don't know if we get CGs in those ones. But God, I love our clown bastard. I really fucking do. I'm so glad we saved this one. I needed to save this one. The anticipation and the joy and being here, and God, I feel so good. And look at that, it's perfect hour. We've got the little after scene, though, so I can pop this back on. That might be too loud. No, might be a little bit louder than it normally was, but I doubt you're going to know the difference. So, here we go. 1 year had passed since we defeated Balto. I was busy working at Liber alongside Spiria and Rady. Why are you not... Why? Wait. I expected we're going to go around help the prince grow and then we're moving to Cultura. What the fuck is this? After our journey ended, I asked the king to stock Liber with new kitchenware as my reward. Honestly, I was just hoping to replace what we had. Given how much we'd helped the prince grow, however, Liber's kitchen got a huge upgrade and our recipe repertoire greatly expanded. As a result, business was booming. But why are we still here? I know it's like you don't want to leave here, but how are you gonna... It's been a year already, huh? And time flies. It sure does. Oh, let me get you some water. Me too, thanks. Got it. Ginny and Aleste often stop by during the day. Like, I just don't understand why after we went through everything we didn't go, like... It would make me sad to leave here, because this is like where we came back to with Pashalia and with Ion, but Pashalia and Ion stayed here with us. Zephora is the Labyrinth Sentinel. He can't just fucking be here, so we'd have to be with him, and but I don't like this we're not with him. I know we haven't gotten there yet, but I feel very anxious about this. Although it was a bit far from the palace, our food seemed to suit their palates. Our reputation as a hidden gem frequented by the one and only Ginia brought in even more guests. I was secretly grateful for that. It's been a year, yes, so tell me, who's on your mind? Huh? And there must be someone among our merry band you'd most like to see, right? Vilio, I guess? You know how he sends us letters sometimes? I always look forward to reading them. Vilio had set off on a solo journey to fulfill his wanderlust. He visited small towns and villages instead of the major 5 this time around, and he sent letters when we least expected it. When I read those letters brimming with his emotions, I felt like I was there. Each and every one was a true delight. Well, those letters were pretty nice. If I'm not mistaken, he stopped by Pashalia's hometown recently. Pashalia was in bad shape by the time our trip ended, so he'd been recuperating back home. He's probably dying. In Vilio's letter, he'd mentioned that Pashalia was on the mend, we hope. Because, now we know what happens in Pashalia's route, so we're like, we hope he's on the mend, you know what I mean? Like, Pashalia drew a picture of me, Rady, and Spiria. He loved it. Oh, wow, good for you. How about we're totally off track here? There must be someone else besides Vilio, right? Look at Ginia's face. I love it when he gets like this. Calyvis, I think. Huh. His Highness. How dare you look so discontent, Ginia? Admiration for His Highness is one of the laws of nature. Yeah, fine, whatever. We all know about your undying love for him, Allie. Anyway, why him? He was still a child last I saw him. I'd like to see how much he's grown. We were supposed to resume our travels after Balto's defeat. We might have made a detour due to Cultura's crisis, but helping Calyvis grow was still our original goal. Our journey wouldn't end just because we'd solved the problem in one city. At least that's how it was supposed to be. True. Who would have thought making the bullets would help stabilize his mana and boost his growth so much? What a pleasant surprise. You say that like... Do we have adult Prince? I need to see this. Before we could pick up where we left off on our trip, we heard that Calivis had begun to grow taller. Once his mana stabilized and his body began to grow accordingly, there was no further need for our troop to travel. So we decided not to travel. You came back here and you're not with your boyfriend. That was the whole reason we were going to keep traveling and see him later. And why are we not with him? What the fuck? And so Circus officially disbanded, and yet we left our boyfriend behind. His Highness is steadily growing. He did such a great job in today's ceremony. He should return to his 18-year-old body any day now. And then you're going to make our adopted baby a hot dude, and I'm gonna have a fucking problem with this. You can't do that. They did that with fucking what's-his-face, with Deli and frickin' Code Realize, where they showed you like an after thing, and there was a clip, and you're like, Deli isn't, stop, you can't do that. You can't make him cute. You can't, little annoying vampire, you can't make a hot vampire. You can't, just, it's weird, stop it. That's what they're gonna do, aren't they? Don't whip out adult Calivis, please don't. Because it's not like, oh, okay, he's gonna be gorgeous, and it's gonna be like, fuck, now it's gross and wrong, and I don't like it. Don't do it! Don't do it! I mean, in all technicality, he was like a 17 or 18-year-old in a 7-year-old body, but still, don't do it, it's weird! It's weird! No.
He's become such a hottie. I so want to show you.
Please don't.
Wait, that cannot be all! And there has to be someone else!
Maybe Ion?
Yep, wait, Ion?
He's actually a regular here, you know? He usually comes at different time, though. I'm kind of worried since I haven't seen him around lately. Do you know why, Aleste? Ion joined Aleste's security force team after we'd parted ways, hence why I'd asked the bespectacled commander. We went to Cultura. He was summoned there as an acquaintance of the Sentinel. It was also a matter of convenience. Ah, so he was called by the Sentinel.
Hey, and don't tell me. Have you been avoiding mentioning Sephora's name this whole time?
No, I'm curious how he's doing too, obviously. He's another one of my travel buddies, after all, that you're fucking in love with, and he's in love with you, and why are we here and not with him? This is ruining my ending.
Are you sure you're only curious? There must be something else on your mind, no?
Ginny stared at me, trying to read my mind. Nope, that's it. Anyway, lunchtime's over. We gotta close up shop to prep for dinner, so would you mind?
Oh, wait just 1 second, Missy. The last thing. And don't go anywhere and just stay here for today, got it?
Huh? Fine, I will.
Good. See you later.
Zephora's on his way here. With that cryptic order, Ginny had paid his bill and left with Aleste. I wonder what he's planning. Technically, I didn't have to listen to Ginny since he was no longer my leader. But what he said made me curious enough to stay put for the day. Because, oh yeah, Ion's visiting this... They're bringing my boyfriend here. I asked Radi and Spiria to go shopping while they picked up busy work around Liber. I've arranged the second floor for our guests tonight. Come to think of it, Ginny was the one who made the booking. Oh, it is Zephora, but I don't like that we're separated from him. He told me his friend would be staying here. Wonder what kind of person they are. I just hope they're not as eccentric as he is. After my mental jab at Ginny, my thoughts drifted elsewhere. Swept the floor, cleaned the windows. Now what? I'd done almost all the chores, so I couldn't think of anything else to occupy myself. And it's like you don't write to each other, I don't know if I necessarily like this 1 year later. I've got to do something or else I'm going to start thinking about Zephora. Ginny mentioning his name had put a bitter taste in my mouth. Before I left Cultura, Zephora promised we'd meet again. Yet he had the gall to ghost me after I got back to our theater. I waited and waited and what? Nothing! Did you write to him? A year had gone by and I was still smoldering over it. Okay, I get that. You're like, I came back and he didn't write to me. You didn't write to him either, though, girl. It's not like you wrote to him and then you got nothing back. I know he's busy, but he could have at least sent me a letter. He kissed me, but he won't spare me a single word. I brushed my fingertips against my lips. That makes a little more sense, so I'll allow it. That we have this stupid misunderstanding. But again, after a few months you didn't hear from him, you didn't think, let me write to him? I guess it's one of those, like, I got back, and then you're like, I didn't write to him. It's been a couple. Do I? Well, and then you just don't, and they're thinking the same thing, and then, it's a year later. But come on! You can't fully blame him. It's half your fault. You didn't write to him either. It felt so good when his lips pressed against mine. I Back then I felt like he loved me as much as I loved him. This 1 year's silence made me wonder if it was all a dream, though. Thinking back on it always made me sad. That was why I dodged the issue during my talk with Ginnia. I still have faith in you, Zephora. Yes. My fingers grazed the necklace under my shirt. I wore it underneath so it wouldn't get caught on anything while I worked. Oh my god, it's him. Right then, someone entered the tavern. Sorry, we're still setting... I stopped mid-sentence when I saw the person standing in front of me. It's fucking Zephora. He's still wearing the same damn outfit. Like, it's been a year, you could at least upgrade. Oh, alright. Should I come again later? Zephora! What's with that reaction? Do I look like a monster or something? What brings you here all of a sudden? I thought about Ginnia's earlier attitude. He tried to make me think about Zephora and told me to stay at the tavern. It all made sense now. He knew Zephora would be coming to Liber. Ginnia had set it up so we'd run into each other. Are you the, friend Ginnia said would be staying here tonight? I did ask him to book me a room here, though I don't remember ever being friends with him. His brow furrowed as he spoke, as if Ginnia had committed some affront in the process. Well, whatever. Are you alone here? Where's that furball? He's out shopping with Spiria. So it's just you, then. Why? Got a problem with that? I'd been painstakingly waiting to see him for months on end, yet his reaction was so... blah. I'd expected way more out of him, so I was pretty irritated. Nope, not at all. But I get it now. That guy decided to poke his nose into our business. Guess I should take advantage of the opportunity, then. He nodded, apparently having come to some kind of understanding. Advantage of what? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Okay. Anyway, I'll make you some tea. Go sit at the counter. I was still pretty pissed about his casual attitude. It was our first time seeing each other in a year. Even so, I couldn't leave him standing around while I went to the kitchen. Why did you come to Arthir? Do you have any work to... Teacup I was washing suddenly slipped through my fingers. Oops! I tried to grab it, but to no avail. The cup was about to hit the floor. Huh? The falling cup had frozen in midair. It hovered for a moment before making its way onto the counter. He has wind magic because of the necklace, right? Is that magic? Yeah, today was the succession ceremony. I officially became the Sentinel and received the Labyrinth necklace. Ah, he wasn't the Sentinel yet. Okay. I see. Maybe that's why he was waiting. He was like, I have to wait till I'm the Sentinel. I'm not good enough for you otherwise. Celeste did mention that Ion had been summoned to Kultura by the Sentinel. He must have been there to escort Zephora to Arthir. It's been a year? Jesus. They'd also mentioned Calivus doing a great job with some ceremony. They must have been referring to Zephora's succession. So you're Labyrinth Sentinel now. Congrats. It should have been wonderful news, but I couldn't bring myself to be happy for him. Or even look at him. Why didn't you contact me? Well, I wish you'd told me you were coming. I would have loved to know about your succession ceremony. Had I known, I would have prepared a celebration and everything. Zephora had told Ion and Ginnia's plans, but not me. Yes, they were quicker to receive information because they worked at the palace. But there must have been some way for him to tell me about it. I'm sorry about that. He probably feels awkward about kissing us and like whatever. Oh my god, he's awkward little fucking weirdo. We already told you I love you. Actually, we didn't straight up say it, did we? I looked at him in surprise. I didn't expect him to come right out and apologize. I put off everything so I could stabilize Kultura as quickly as possible. I wanted to reach out to you, but I'd always miss my chance because I didn't know what to say. Regardless, sorry. He was being so sincere, I decided to accept his apology. Throw yourself at him. No, I'm sorry. I knew you were swamped, but I shouldn't have lashed out. We could have also written to him and been like, I know you're busy. Write back to me when you have a chance. Here you go. Once we'd made up, I gave him a cup of herbal tea and some cookies. Thanks. That's good. Glad it suits your tastes. So happy I could finally spend quality time with him again. He'll probably be going back to Kultura soon, though. Wonder when we can meet again. He's here to take you back with him. Although Zephora was right in front of me, I was plagued by the thought of him leaving. Didn't we... Ion, we ended up staying here, and Pashalia... I thought we stayed here too, but... What? I mean... Why am I feeling like there was a point... I know Fury is always like, you can't just stay here forever. Go out and have fun. This place will always be here, type of a thing, and like... But I feel like Pashalia and I stayed here, and Pashalia stayed with us, and we didn't just go off and gallivant around. I think it's more like when you get to the end of the common route, she's like, no, go off again. So, like, she's gonna be like, girl, go live your life and be the Sentinel Queen. Come on. Although Zephora was right in front of me, I was plagued by the thought of him leaving. I thought a lot about what I'll do next. I'd like to make use of the things I learned during our trip and add more entertainment to the city, like Orions and Arthur have. Maybe I can upgrade the casino into a family attraction and make it a hotspot for tourists. Kultura is great for shopping, but there's not much else for tourists to do. Building more attractions is a great idea. It'd be nice if we had someone who could design exciting stuff from a guest point of view. Ooh, maybe you should hire someone from Orions then. He's talking about us. My god, we're dumb. The look on his face is like, idiot. I was talking about you. Zephora frowned at my answer. I hope he calls us that. But I made some faux pas. I also wanted to build more restaurants. Maybe a farm-to-table place like Liber that celebrates local ingredients with tweaks to suit people's preferences. Yeah, finding that sweet spot for customer preference isn't easy, but that kind of mindset's so important. It'd be difficult for me to handle it all by myself. Should we expand the restaurant business like that? I know he's hinting and we're not getting it. It's making him so mad. Agreed. You gotta ask the citizens to help you out. You'll be fine, though. I'm sure everyone will jump right in. Yes, and assuming that gets up and running, I don't think I could keep up with stuff at home. I'd be so busy with work that the chores would keep piling up. How about you hire a housekeeper, then? Ginia uses their services from time to time. You're right. I'll pay their rent, give them 3 meals a day, and make sure they have ample breaks. Hey, your house is the Sentinel's mansion, isn't it? You'd better hire several people, since that place is huge. I'm sure loads of people will apply to such a nice job. His face right now! It's like that angry cat! Oh my god, the little white angry pissy cat face. That's exactly what this face is, and I love it. We are not picking up what he's putting down. What? Call me an idiot. Yes, it is a nice job. And like I said before, you can call me anytime if you have trouble finding work. Huh? I'm not, though. I'm here working at Liber. Plus our business is thriving. I can tell that much. Where'd that come from, then? No way. Let me guess. Did you just ask me to help you out in a very roundabout way? I sure did. But why? You just want me to come work in Kultura? Of course I wanted to help Zephora, but I've been over here pining for an entire year. My feelings for him were stronger than ever. He's like, no, tell me you love me, goddammit. Here I thought he felt the same way, but all he wanted from me was labor. How cruel! He doesn't love me after all. I was waiting for nothing. No, that's not what I mean. Oh my god, he's just so fucking awkward he can't say it. And what? Do you think I'm just some handy employee you can use and occasionally kiss? What do you want me to do if I work there anyway? I don't think I could take on everything you mentioned. Hated that I wasn't able to reject him even when I was upset. Despite my irritation, I entertained his pitch for my job. I love the fact that we are not getting it and he is just incapable of saying what he means. God, I love it. I want you to be with me. You what? I just want you to come to Kultura and stay by my side. That's all. What about the work? He laughed self-deprecatingly at my question. It's just an excuse. I won't ask for anything else as long as you're with me. You can do whatever you like in Kultura. I reeled as Zephora glared at me, red-faced. He must have been embarrassed. Look, oh my god, he is flaming red! Holy shit, he gets blushier more and more as the game goes on. It's at the end, but like, that is the reddest he's ever been. Look, I've told you the truth. What's your answer? You idiot! I like how we got to call him that. Huh? Why am I an idiot? You should have told me sooner! Like how you felt about me? You think I could do that? For me, delivering a speech to Kultura's people had been a real challenge. But for Sephora, confessing his love for me seemed to be way more difficult than that. I'd be like, yes, if you want me to compete with you, tell me. Say the word, Sephora. Well, in that case... Oh my god, are we going to kiss him? Aww, so cute. CG. I bent over and planted a kiss on his cheek. Excuse me? What are you doing? This is my answer. You don't get to hear it because you're not being honest with me. You're so... I would have come flying if you'd asked me sooner, you know. Instead, you made me wait for a whole year. I wouldn't have been able to restrain myself if I had. What? Besides, I intentionally chose not to contact you until Kultura was stable. And by the way, are you okay with this? Yep, I'll keep an eye on you to make sure you don't overwork yourself. Aw, look at his little face. Damn, really am no match for you. I'd like to hear some affectionate words in return. I'll think about it. Remember this. Once you're there, I'm gonna use you as much as I please. God damn, sir! Alright! My bags are packed! Like... just what I was hoping for. Girl! Bravo, high five. High five for that, sass. Even when I ventured to a different place, surrounded by different people, my new life with my beloved would surely be wonderful. Life would surely throw hurdles and challenges our way, but we would hold hands and get through it together. I had nothing to fear as long as Sephora was with me. I had faith in him. I wanted to build a happy future with him where we supported each other. With that in mind, I took another step forward, side by side with Sephora. Oh my god, my music just went cranking. Okay, so part of me likes the fact that he never said I love you. He couldn't admit it because that's a very Sephora-esque thing, I feel like, and I feel like that fits his character. You know what I mean? Like, he never says it, but I also kind of hate it because it's like, why won't you just tell me you love me? God damn it, like, I feel like I missed out. Like, the game took something away from me by not letting me hear those words, you know? Here we go. There's our little Sephora! Why is it so cute? Oh my god. But anyway, you know what I mean? Like, I feel a little cheated. You're like, that's not fair. He doesn't say I love you. He doesn't say the words. There's just something that makes me feel a little sad about it. But they're extras, right? I don't know why my brain is like, where the fuck were these? But I also think it kind of fits. We have all of them. Now, is this the one that when you get past them that it goes back? Anyway. It is. I hate that. That's alright. Little baby Sephora. That one only had 2. Look at, I mean, seriously, for short guy energy, it's got the longest fucking legs possible in this one. It's like, look at him! Towering on the, like, I didn't even realize he was on Vilio's back right now, because it's like, look at those legs, they go all the way up. For having short guy energy. Like, I mean, I don't think he's much shorter than other people, but I do think when you looked at the height, he was a little bit. But, like, it's still lovely. But seriously, those legs. I just... Is it wrong to say I want to feel my way up them? Guys, I can't help myself. This one's beautiful, too. It's lovely. Okay. Oh, right, when we fell in the water. And then he's like, oh, fuck. Aww. Cute. And then the barrettes. I love these. I love Sephora. I'm so glad we saved this one for the end. I do, like... The little after story almost is a little bittersweet because we waited for him. Aww. He actually looks like those little bedroom eyes are beautiful in this one. But we didn't get to see this one long enough. But I do feel a little cheated. I don't know, because then it's like a year later, and part of me likes it, but part of me is also like, we waited a year, and then you don't tell... God damn it, look at you. How dare you? How dare you have those glasses, sir? Ugh. And then it's like, oh, now there's a sandwich. Like, I like the progression of this one. Wait. He's like, okay, just minding his business, doing his work. And then he's like, what the hell are you doing stealing my papers? Ooh, a sandwich. I just like the progression of his facial expression to the sandwich. Oh. And this one was cute too, his little awkwardness. But I mean, again, I think it makes sense. Like, yeah, I didn't know how I wanted to make sure everything was stable before I like asked you to be here type of a thing. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't hate it, but it was like, I don't know. Because I think it started off me feeling like, I don't know if I like this. Making me sad. No, that one only had 3. I think this one only had this one. But, you know. Oh my god, look at that one. Ugh. Like, how beautiful that one is with the full fucking picture. God damn. That is beautiful. And then our cute little last one. Teasing our boyfriend. I love it. Oh, look at the little fat. Look at the little face. I do, again, I'm still torn between whether I love or hate the fact that, like, I like this. Just this. Look at this. That's not, tell me that's not the most amazing thing ever. Because it starts off like this. I love this so much. This is my favorite. Okay. The Kissy Under the Stars one is probably, I would say, the prettiest one. But this one has a special place in my heart because it made me almost cry. Literally, my eyes watered. It hit me that fucking hard. You know, you were there. You saw the reaction. I still can't get over it. Like, it just gave me all the feels. If I didn't love Zephora more than everybody, I think this would have cemented it, to be fair. But we had a wonderful, amazing time in this 1.5 hour long part. But, you know, but goddamn, I love Zephora so much. We will do the normal ending next time. There is a CG variation, apparently. So we'll grab that, and then we'll get the normal end. So the next part will probably be, I would say, short, but anyway. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.